mic was off. So, okay. Hey everybody, welcome to Roulette Rivals 2022, the best Roulette Rivals event of the year. We got about 30 seconds, a little bit of a late start. Sorry about that. Barbecue is here, my co-host. He was not just talking a second ago, telling us all about the brackets.
No, definitely not, but that's okay. We can talk about it in between the next map. Spin's about to be here, right?
Spin's about to be here, and we'll tell you guys about what's going on with their journey coming up to the next map. We got about 15 seconds before the spin pops up, and we got an ad from GKPunk, which is nice.
Always fun. Word from our sponsors.
All right, about 5 seconds. I'm sorry about that, guys. We'll catch you up during the next map. Spin's up right now. Tyson Williams, explosive weapon. Barbie. Tyson
as
Williams.
Barb?
As Barb. I was about to say I was about to say Barbie guard.
Oh God.
Tyson Williams, explosive weapon as the bodyguard. Sniper rifle chef to kill Stephen Bradley, and Ludmila Vetrova fall as a Vila guard.
Ludmila as the Vila guard and Tyson as the body barb.
The body barb. No, it's the Barbie guard.
They're both perfectly viable. I love it. Okay, so Buff, Punk's already going in Villa start straight away. I mean, this seems like a no-brainer, right? Buff, doing his. Did he just do a replan?
Yeah,
did he not get off his first plan?
It looks like he's trying to figure things out. He's going pretty fast. He is on console, so it takes him a little bit longer to navigate through these menus, but he's doing an excellent job.
Punk's not wasting any time, however. Villa staff grabs the banana. He's going to go up here and prepare Tyson in the cinema. And I wonder if he brought like a breacher or if he's going to grab the explosive weapon, the free one that's down in the security room.
Yeah, it is a explosive weapon. It does not have to be a loud explosive weapon. There's two types here. Your loud explosive, which alerts the map, and you can also bring a breacher, which is basically a silent one. Doesn't matter which one you bring here, so I assume they're going to bring the breacher.
Well, Buff's actually going for the pool start, resort pool.
Yeah, why would
Punk
be doing that?
Well, you do have the advantage of getting a briefcase with you, and we know Buff likes his dart guns. Makes good use of them, you know. But this also allows him, he's going straight into the kitchen here.
For the chef disguise, so he can go ahead and pre-set up Ludmila Vetrova, maybe make her sick with the food.
I wonder if we're going to see like a fast Villa guard, and then he's going to get Ludmila like while she runs through the ocean maybe, and then gets her, because I think that counts if she were to trip and drown in the ocean, that would count as a fall kill. So we might see a fast Ludmila drowning as well. Although yeah. I can't be sure of that. Although I think it's possible with this timing.
Yeah, but he can also make her fall in like one of the trap doors of the huts, which could work too.
I didn't see how exactly Punk got the explosive kill on Tyson, but obviously the bodyguard is attached to him, and there is that explosive weapon. Could have used a breacher. Not 100% sure what happened, but Tyson's dead either way. He was blown up. Whether it was a breacher or the free one, it's an explosive weapon. So
it was probably the breacher because I didn't hear an explosive on my end. You can dump them falling trap door. Yeah, basically that's a drown. And also like lure her into the water and just throw a muffin at her or something, like what you usually see in speed runs. You know, Punk had the breacher in his inventory.
But Buff's not doing that. He's going to be running into this corner here where this tech crew comes out. Sometimes he rips you there too. A real pain.
Not a pain anymore. He's not
this is interesting though. I thought Buff was going to be going for this fast resort or Villa guard and fall on Mila, but that's not what ended up happening here. And he still doesn't have Tyson's still up. So he's still got to deal with that. Is this server lure?
Yeah, he might be doing server lure. He probably thinks he can get her just about any time, but he's definitely setting up a server lure. We haven't seen one of those in a while.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, boy.
It's going to be a little bit different now that they can't see bodies through the floor anymore.
Nice long seeker shot there by Punky on Stephen Bradley.
That observer says drown always has to be prompted. If it's a fall
Yes,
in the
drown
water,
has
it's a
to be
fall
prompted,
kill.
but
Yeah.
fall is acceptable.
Fall in the water is a fall kill.
Correct. All right, Punk is healing Illigard off of Steven. Steven's walked himself into the bathroom. Now Punk has the disguise he needs for the Ludmilla kill. Doesn't have the chef yet, but he has Steven.
You know. Yeah.
Hearing
It's my-
Buff's. Yeah, I don't know if you have Buff's audio on, but what he's saying is like making me laugh.
No, I should probably turn him up a little bit. He was talking a little bit too much before. He was like talking over me, so that's how I had to turn him down.
I had to turn him down too, but
I do want to turn him up at least post game or whatnot. Buff still needs to get the Barbie guard.
yeah, I'm not sure what Punk is thinking of doing here. So he uses a toss distraction to stop Ludmilla and her guard on the stairs. He uses a seeker on her guard?
Yeah, on the guard, it looks like it.
And
So
then
he's just gonna coin lure her into the bush, I guess.
no, is he gonna try and like push her off the oh no, he is.
Yeah, he wants to lure her back into the water. It's gonna take a while.
I think you dropped something.
Yeah, this is dicey.
He's picking up the coins, doing like a chain coin lure.
What's the guard doing though?
There's another guard there.
Yeah, this has got to be frustrating to try and make this happen for Punk.
He's tossing the coin over here, but I don't know if that's gonna. Oh, it is getting her. Look at that. She's got a question mark. She's coming.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Meanwhile, Buff Guy is setting up the server lure. He's got Stephen Bradley down there.
Who's that? Who's running in the distance too? Is that Tyson?
Yeah, they're
I
all
think
running.
Steven's the first one.
Stephen was running down there too.
Okay.
She's still taking a while to come over here, but she's getting
Oh my
closer to the
God.
water.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
They see. Oh, he sees Stephen Bradley. Tyson's gonna run away. He's gone.
Yep.
He's
yeah,
Sonic.
he's in the wind.
Oh my God, he's faster than.
He's faster than Marcus Stuyvesant.
No, I was gonna say
He's-
he's faster than the old man in Woodland Creek. Yeah, runs fast.
Yes, James Batty.
James
So
Batty.
here, here goes Punk. There goes Ludmilla. Oh god. Oh god. Couple shots. Just puts a couple in her just for fun.
Target to go.
And she falls, and that counts as a fall kill. So even though she just drowns a little bit in ankle deep water, it is defined as a fall kill for roulette purposes.
It is deep enough as long as she lands face first into that water.
Nose down.
As soon as her face touches the water, she's like, "Oh, all the air has left my body. I'm dead."
And she wasn't able to scream and pass along her panic to anybody who could, identify him.
Yeah, Hitman, Agent 47 has such an easy job.
Oh, there's people out there who have their weapons drawn, though. There's a guard outside this room who has his gun drawn.
Well, they probably saw her body at least. They saw her body as soon as she died, but it's an accident kill.
We need to secure the area. I need
Look at these guards out here that are like following him with their guns out. So
Why
this
is he
like
shaking?
really.
He's shaking his head because he wants to get the chef disguise. He doesn't know.
Yeah,
that
like he
Buff
should be able.
restarted. Yeah.
He should be able to get into the chef, and any of these guards with their guns out shouldn't be a problem. I wouldn't think they're gonna be a
I
problem.
don't know why he's shaking his head so much though.
Maybe he's been wall hacked here. I don't know if these walls in particular are vulnerable, but should be all right. Oh wait, they're all still. Wait, what's happening? They're all enforcers for this disguise?
No, I think they're enforcers just because of the Ludmilla body being found.
Okay, wait, but that's gonna be ending here.
Yeah, it should be ending. No, they're all enforcers. Crazy.
Well, this is a sticky situation for Punk. For the moment, he's got to get back to the bathroom where Stephen Bradley is lying face first on the floor next to a toilet.
Yeah, face down.
Yeah. He doesn't need to be, because he's going to be sniped, but that's just where he happens to be.
Well, I think this is pretty much GKPunk's game, unless something crazy happens here. It's pretty much smooth sailing
what have
all
you
the way
done?
to the bathroom.
What have you done? You've just casters. You've just implemented
He doesn't
the
have a
caster's
sniper
curse.
rifle out or anything. There's absolutely
Joats is over here like, well, it's
absolutely
basically
nothing can go wrong.
basically GG's at this point.
I mean, it is.
Nothing bad ever happens when you say that.
Realistically, like a 99% chance nothing goes wrong. Unless he decides just to randomly open fire on a crowd, just for the lulz, you know.
All right, it's a sniper kill, no problem, and switches back into the body barb.
Yeah,
Barbie
the body
guard.
barb.
And is going to be heading for which exit do we think?
Good work, 47.
The boat? The main boat exit?
Default exit, yeah. That'll do. Nope. Just kidding. He's heading for the dinghy under the
Aw.
restaurant.
I think it's like an equal distance. That's gonna do it.
Yeah.
He pushed finished. GK
Yeah.
Punk takes the first map. What a fantastic showing. He didn't rip once, I believe. It's kind of a strange way to get Ludmila Vetrova over there. It seems like it was kind of winging it a little bit. A little bit of improv, maybe. What did you think?
Yeah. I mean, fall for Ludmila is definitely one that is kind of going to take you outside of what a lot of players think to do, which is make her sick at the restaurant, because it's like you can't get her with a fall from that bathroom down there very easily, at least. So either like in the hut, maybe you could do server lure, as Buff was planning on doing. A couple different things that you could do, but so what he ended up doing with the coin there, I was a bit worried about. But it ended up working, and I don't know if that was just luck or if that was by design, and he was in control of the situation the whole time. But it was good to see him very confidently tackle that Haven spin. So very impressive stuff. Very clean run from Punk there. And Buff, unfortunately, with 2 rips, yeah, there was never a chance of that was never gonna fly. Not with Punk here.
No, he had a good start. He was beginning to fly in the beginning. It looked like he was about to. His strat looked good for the server strat, but as soon as he ripped, you know, as long as Punk just did what he did, it was pretty much game over after that point. Unfortunately, Tyson saw Stephen Bradley down there and just took off. There's not much you can do after that. Well, guys, we got about 2 minutes, 37 seconds until.
But we
Yeah. We got about 47 seconds until we go to our second map, Mendoza. If you guys are new here, this is Roulette Rivals World Championship. It's first to 6 points, which means they play a minimum of 3 maps, each map being worth 2 points each. If Buff Guy wins this one, then we'll see a 4th match. Whoever gets the first to 6 points. And we're going to be going there in about 25 seconds. And Barb, or Barbie Guard, will you please take the next spin for me?
Yeah, I'll be happy to. Looking at, did we talk about player stats real quick? Buff Guy, 3 outings, 2 wins, 1 loss, and Punk with 1 previous win under his belt. So it's gonna go hard to say either way. We'll see. But we have Don Archibald Yates eliminated with a garden fork, disguised as the Asado chef, and Tamara Vidal eliminated with a hatchet as bodyguard. Asado chef kind of presents that initial question of, do you want to do waiter start or, you know, that isolation on Tamara?
I think you're always
which would
gonna
work here.
I think you're gonna start Asado Chef whenever that pops up. I think it's just like, do it.
Yeah, but there's an argument for both. There's an argument for doing Asado Chef and also for not doing Asado Chef. Rather than arguing it, we're just going to see what the players do. So Punk's going for the Asado Chef start. I'll be interested to see if Buff decides to do that too. And it's very valid to do this.
In Buff's Roulette Rivals, you know, his YouTube series, he said if you get a Asado Chef, you got to start as a Asado Chef. It's like the only thing that you would start as, other than the waiter. This is the only situation where you'd start as a Sato chef, and the only situation where you would not start as waiter, unless you get a suit spin.
Sure. Yeah, seeing a Sato chef in a suit, the same spin would be very painful.
Punk has practiced the hatchet, so the chat says. I can't even remember where the hatchet is on this map. I think I know.
By the boat shed, I want to say. That's where I would guess, but we can, where you can check and find out for sure is on a little website called hitmaps.com.
I know that website.
Tell me about it.
It's your one-stop shop for all your Hitman needs. I go there every day. It's my homepage.
Go there every day.
You gotta get caught up on when these matches are happening, man.
Every new tab I open in Chrome defaults to hitmaps.com. It should for you as well. There goes Buff getting the garden fork toss outright on Don Yates there, and Punk obviously has that kill done as well. Now working on getting himself a mercenary up the stairs here. Buff doing the same thing. This is a good disguise for moving around the map. And you also get some silenced weapons out of it.
Yeah, one of the guards does have a silenced pistol, so free silenced pistol. You can bring a trank or whatever along with you as the Asado chef. You don't have to worry about not being able to cause pistol impact or bullet impact distractions, which is like one of the most powerful things you can do in Hitman. I don't see the buff guy grab the key. He better have. I don't know. You can grab things out of view. So.
People say the Seeker is overpowered. What about a bullet distraction? That's perhaps the most overpowered thing, but that's a discussion. Controversial.
Talking about Seeker, does GKPunk have the trank out or the Seeker? I can't tell. The icons are identical.
I would guess the Seeker, because how else are you going to exert control over where Tamara is on the map?
Yeah, he's probably going to want to make her sick. I don't think he has time. The Asado chef I think she starts further away. She starts near the cars, and she comes in like this, right? She's going to be using the bathroom right after that Seeker shot. Nice Seeker shot by GKPunk.
Yep, just open up that little solarium panel, and you get a nice clean onto Mara.
So he's going to be making his way to get the hatchet right now. Buff.
There's the hatchet,
yeah,
embedded
Buff
in a stump.
Found the hatchet embedded in the stump near the flowers. Or what are they?
Indigo? Or violet?
No,
or
no.
lavender?
Lavender fields, yeah.
Are you sure they're up for this?
So Buff has it handily. He has not made her sick, but he does have a remote emetic device. Oh, God. Oh, Buff, please tell me that was close enough to get her.
Oh, man. She looks like she might be sick. She's not doing the animation.
She may be reporting a weapon, too.
Yeah, I think she's maybe reporting the axe and then getting sick. She's coming over here. Her animation's bugged out. Sometimes it does that. If you bump them,
both players are pretty evenly keeled with each other here, though. Although Buff is ahead, this can sometimes be a struggle. Oh, he got the other guard sick too. There's like so many people who need to be pacified now. This is so stressful.
Oh my God. Well, one at a time. Just got to be careful of the mirrors, man. Those mirrors are gonna rip you.
And then what's his face? Walks through the room here. But Buff's got some calmer darts handy, so it's all cool.
Couple of tranks. GKPunk's gonna... Tamara was done puking, so he's gonna make her puke again.
Nice. Buff gets the kill, and he's now heading for, I would presume...
the dance exit? He needs to look down so she gets there. Oh, no!
He might be running for bodyguard?
Yeah, he needs to, like, look away and then come back. He's waiting for her to respawn.
Oh my God, what's he doing?
Oh, she's gonna take her time. Oh no. Where's Buff going?
Buff, what are you doing, dude?
He's gonna go. He's gonna go for the car. He's gonna go for the car.
Oh please. Oh please.
He did a pistol shot. They're panicked. He's just gonna run up there and get in the car. He pushed the finish button.
Okay, it worked out for him. Wow, dude, just to stake everything on some body shot panic like that.
I'm gonna give this.
It pays off for him. Holy major props. That's a ballsy move.
Yeah, that was a bit of quick thinking. GKPunk pushes finished as well.
Yeah, but the way it works when you do the tango finish is that the time doesn't actually stop until the end of the dance. So even though this may look like a photo finish on the timer,
Strike at the heart.
it's Buff has it here for sure because this is the extra time on the dance.
Why Edwards finds
I thought it was as soon as you started the dance, you could
he
push
is
finish.
untraceable, and he never lets
Yeah,
you forget it.
Pretty sure.
He is cocky.
Body found in
and that
cutscene.
will be his
Wait,
downfall.
body found.
What's the plan?
Too many
It's all
eyes.
right.
Meet me at the Olive Grove.
This is
at
probably
sunset.
one of the tranks.
One last.
Yeah, it may have been
Yeah, as long as it's green guns, 5 stars. That's what I see.
yeah, it could have been body found from a trank, maybe. Yeah, he's got green guns. So it's just gonna come down to a time difference.
Yeah, but I don't think either player restarted.
That's gonna be close. It's gonna be hard to say, I think.
I'm gonna tell you what, these are 2 of the most skilled Roulette Rivals players you will ever see. They can go into any map in the Hitman series. You just give them a weapon name and a disguise name, they'll get the map done within like 5 minutes. Unless it's like Santa Fortuna or Mumbai or something. Then they'll get it done in 8 minutes, which is even more spectacular. We got about 47 seconds now until the spin pops up below, and you're gonna see these guys in action. Prepare to see something cool. All right. We got Buff Guy. He's been here a lot. If you look over to the left, down in the bottom left, it says lifetime performance. It says 6-5. That's 6 wins, 5 losses, 0 ties. And over if you look to the right, it says GKPunk stats. He's been here twice. Or he's been here 3 times. 2 wins, 1 loss. And
Only
those-
numbers.
Yeah, those only numbers are both really. He also says GKPunk's a rookie, which he's not.
I mean, this is his debut in a roulette competition, but he's been playing roulette mode. He's been playing roulette mode for a while. He's pretty practiced and familiar with it. But competing in roulette really is its own thing. There's nerves, there's pressure, there's high stakes, and we're about to see it on Paris. I guess I'll take this one because you did the first one, right?
Well, yeah, I did the first one, so I should take it. But okay, go ahead and take my thunder. Go ahead. What are you doing? Say it.
I'm doing it. I'm going. Victor Novikov, letter opener, tech crew, and Dalia Margolis drowning as the vampire magician. So, this seems like really fast. This seems pretty straightforward. Tech crew, letter opener for Victor, and drowning for Dalia as the vampire magician.
Maybe they'll shoot the toilet.
That's definitely the strat. Shoot the toilet.
Letter opener is like upstairs with Victor. This is gonna be fast. Tech crew start all the way. Grab the letter opener, kill Victor, head upstairs for vampire magician. And make
Punk
Dahlia
is
sick.
going for auction start. He seekers Dahlia and is now heading into the upstairs attic area. Going to be grabbing
I don't think
vampire
so, man.
magician disguise. But Buff's thinking similarly. He bumps into Dahlia, drops the emetic device, detonates it, and that will be sending her to the bathroom. So both players opting to start up on this floor, make Dahlia sick, and head towards the vampire magician.
I disagree with the players right here, but they probably are thinking of something much better than me. I would start. Okay, I shouldn't say I disagree with them, but I think it might be better just to start as the tech crew. I mean, disguise and kill weapon are right there, man.
Yeah, well, maybe they're seeing an optimization that you and I are not capable of seeing.
It must be because they're both doing it.
Yeah, they're both thinking on the same wavelength here for sure. But I would probably think to do tech crew start as well. But Paris is pretty versatile in that I think you can approach it either way.
You know what it is? It's if you do the fireworks for Dahlia and she goes outside, then she doesn't get sick until after the fireworks are over. Maybe that's what it is.
Do you have any mods on your channel?
Yeah, there are mods hanging around.
Okay,
I can take her.
Tell them to swing their swords.
But he followed me. I got a follower from that guy.
Oh man, lost one. So both players get that drowning kill on Dahlia. Very straightforward. Now they do need to get out of this vampire magician disguise because he's not supposed to be running around up here. But But there's a letter opener in Dahlia's office, if I'm not mistaken. Both players running through up here, traversing the same ground right now, and going to be snagging themselves. Probably going to be heading down the ladder and then grabbing that either tech crew disguise, probably the tech crew disguise who's down here at the bottom of the ladder. I was thinking, or the security guard disguise, but why would they do that when they need the tech crew?
Well, they're going to take the security guard disguise. Security guard? There's 2 security guards there.
Yeah, they need to get Victor like ASAP. Possible.
They do. Yeah, he's going to be a lot harder to get now.
Here they go. Both players getting ready to get into this disguise, get out, get this seeker shot on Victor. Pretty sure Buff gets it. I don't think Punk shot high enough there, and he's out of darts. Maybe he did shoot high enough.
Did he miss? Doesn't look like he missed.
No, I think he got him.
He's not moving. He's not moving.
No, he's heading back.
Okay. I'm looking at the mini map.
Yeah, he's heading back.
So yeah, if he keeps heading in this direction right here, he's going to get the tech crew disguise. No, he missed the dart on the tech crew. That's an easy knockout, though. But he's going to get the tech crew disguise, and there's some scissors in an office, like, to the right. Or, no, not scissors. I mean, letter opener. Even on that table.
Letter opener right there.
Actually, letter openers all over the place on this level.
Yeah, I guess so. Kind of like screwdrivers.
Somebody time out, Chris. Any mods?
All right, so Buff Guy gets the kill. GKPunk gets the kill as well. He's careful to make sure he doesn't get the kill on Kurt, who was pacified close by.
No, GKPunk is dragging the body and also changing disguises. That's going to waste so much time. I think that's pretty much giving Buff Guy the map.
Yeah, it's going to add up for sure. It's probably going to end in another photo finish. Sorry, Chris, GRB. Yeah. But Buff's looking very solid here. He will have pressed done 10 to 15 seconds earlier. He probably loaded for 15 seconds. Punk probably loaded for 6 seconds. You know, there is a job here for the match admin to do, I think. However, I think it's going to go to Buff if it comes down. If GKPunk doesn't wave the photo finish, which he may do.
Yeah,
he may not, though.
GKPunk may wave it, which is like Chris is going to tell them both what the time advantages are for each person. And a GKPunk could just say, hey, he's got like a 20-second lead. He can just have it. We don't have to go through the whole process of counting it out. Okay, the decision has popped up. It says, photo finish, please stand by. Buff Guy pressed done 23 seconds earlier. Map result pending. GKPunk waved the photo finish, so Buff Guy wins Paris. Score 4-2. It said about 23 seconds lead. And GKPunk said, yeah, you know what? We both didn't restart. You can just have it. We don't have to sit through this. And we're going to, it looks like, one of the better maps, one of the more difficult maps, SGAIL. Anybody who's played this map for the first time has probably been lost and confused, and you're about to see 2 players navigate it like the back of their hand.
Make very short work of it.
My turn. Spin is popping up right now. If you look down below, we got Zoe Washington, a falling object, as the event staff, and then we got Sophia Washington with a broadsword as the initiate. You can bring a broadsword with you. I think both players will elect to do that, to hide it in their stash, probably upstairs in the hallway. We'll see them get that set up right now. They're reading the spin. Buff Guy I thought it was just about to hop in there. Yeah, they're thinking of where to put their stuff. I don't know. This seems like kind of an average spin. They can try and panic Zoe Washington underneath one of the cages. I don't know if they practice that.
This Punk he scrolled right past it. It's at the very start of the list.
He's looking for it. Yes, we can play Blue's Clues over here. It's right there. No.
I don't know if... yeah. Top row. Here?
Yes, there. Over here? No.
I never realized it, but those shows totally teach you to yell at your TV from a very young age. But oh my gosh, are both players going back into a plan? buff guy's going back into a plant. Okay, so Punk is going for the architect start. This allows the fast isolation on Sophia.
Yeah, this is going to be the best way to get Sophia with the broadsword, because you also have your stash spot up there too. What is he doing? He's bringing a Shrink instead of a Seeker, but he's got the
because
emetic
he has
line.
an emetic device. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Buff is going for a sniper start up on top of the chapel.
Oh, this is crazy different. Okay.
When you snipe in that very particular location, it lights the money pit, which causes Zoe to
they look alike,
head to this room.
I can't remember their names. Sophia and Zoe.
I just have to. Oh God, Buff's going for dart shots. He had to aim above somebody's head. Looks like it does take.
Sophia the Schemer.
Sophia the Streamer.
Buff guy is going to be clearing out the chapel, like he said. Zoe Washington's going to be making her way in here in like 2 minutes.
Is it 2 minutes? I mean, she's probably already moving. She's coming. She's coming quick.
I think she'll be there around the 2 minute mark, right? Unless she's super fast.
I think she'll be there for the 2 minute.
Christ's sakes!
Sometimes she runs, you know. Okay, 1 minute 30 seconds.
I was putting a breacher on the winch.
Oh, for the fall kill. Oh, he's gonna do a remote fall kill. Or a falling object kill. Nice. Just punch her. That's all you gotta do.
Nice, gonna be switching. I wonder which event staff he's picking up. I can't remember if there's a free one. Punk, meanwhile, is in his initiate disguise. He does pick up an initiate disguise, I think, from near the money pit area. He's brought it up here into the radio room, where the timing should be pretty good for Sophia, who will be walking by right around this time. And actually, look, this is what Buff's going to be doing too.
Yeah, both of them, head to head.
Right around this time to do the radio lure as Sophia crosses this threshold into this room here, and you switch it on.
So this is he lured somebody. GKPunk lured he whooshed somebody. Is that gonna be okay? Maybe it wasn't a long one.
Well, I thought it looked like Punk did it almost a bit too early, but it does work.
Sure.
Okay, weirdly, the guard walks in for Buff.
Oh,
Doesn't happen for Punk.
that's not good. This seems fine.
I mean, he'll just have to box.
Nice
He has to box the guard and he has to hide Sophia because the Constant likes to walk through here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and their chat's saying, Chris is saying that there is a free event staff. I can't remember where exactly it is. Obviously, there's event staff walking around too that you could pacify somewhere if you're prepared to do that.
I think the free event staff is like in one of those stairwells next to a room with
it's by a ladder.
next to a room with a vacuum cleaner or something.
Yeah, or it's in a room with a ladder. Hatch. I know. I mean, I knew all along.
Oh, and the bunker showcase room, there's one too. Yeah, GKPunk's going for the vacuum one, which is what I was talking about. I think that's event staff.
Mm-hmm.
No way in
I don't know,
Yeah, so there's
man.
the free one, and there's these ones that respond to some distractions.
I think GKPunk is pretty ahead. All he has to do is get the falling object kill.
Yeah, but he hasn't done anything to Zoe yet, and I don't think you can get her with a falling object in the bathroom, can you? Or is there a falling object in this bathroom?
There's a falling object right there, the chandelier that she walks directly under. Buff Guy has to get this disguise and make his way all the way back up for the broadsword guild, so GKPunk has lots of time.
Don't make me feel old.
Nonsense. You and Sophia are the most
Well, he doesn't have that much because remember,
I mean, he could also panic.
Zoe's basically already set up.
He could also panic her. She like soft locks down in this room right here, and he can get a kill that way. I think there's lots of ways to get a falling kill on Zoe Washington, and if you practice it, explore it, guys. Lots of ways to get Zoe Washington a falling object kill. You don't have to use the chapel.
Punk is setting up the MOC lure, Master of Ceremonies lure.
Oh my god, what's going on?
Buff has his broadsword stashed here in this briefcase too, so that done. He's not even gonna box her up, so when the constant walks through the room, he'll see
He
his
just sees the sword
broadsword sticking up from behind the couch.
Oh, what a nice decoration.
Yeah.
Passes through. Look at
That's
that.
a castle full of artifacts. You're practically tripping over them.
Oh, must have fell off a wall.
So Buff's now heading down here. Meanwhile, Punk is got a long wait in front of him.
Now, what exit is Buff going to be taking? He's getting a little bit of whoosh, but that's all right. It's just because he was on the side of the building. GKPunk just has to wait for Zoe Washington. Maybe Buff gets out fast.
Oh, he's gonna take.
Oh, and yeah, Buff gets out. Then it's GG.
Detonates. There's a kill. Switches back into the elite guard disguise. He's hit finished on the overlay, so he's done. And Punk, once again, is just moments behind, but Buff is just pulling it out here. And this is gonna be it. There goes Punk. He gets the kill. He's going to switch into an elite guard disguise. He's going to get to the helicopter and exfiltrate. He'll hit done. It'll be within the 47-second window, but with no rips.
Yeah, this is just going to be...
There were some replans. There were replans at the start.
There were replans, but that was Buff replanning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just going to add... It's just going to, like, further his lead, basically, from Punk's...
I don't think Punk replanned at all. Yeah, Punky was playing safe. He was dragging bodies when he didn't have to. He was stashing bodies when he didn't have to. At least on
this is
on the previous map.
This is looking really good for Buff.
Nerf Buff. Hey, there's my mod. What's up, Coats? We're going to be going into another photo finish. The third one. And what a stressful round of matches.
Stressful for the players, no doubt, and also a bit labor intensive from the perspective of a match admin as well. Shout out again to Chris, our match admin, for doing that work.
And Chris X3, he's in the chat. Just give him say thank you to our admins who has to go through the VODs and calculate all this. And
yeah, can we get some love in chat right now for the admins?
Yeah, just a little
who's
bit
currently
of love.
doing some work. There's some love out
Chris.
there. Some hype for the admin.
Punk has gone offline. I think he's given it to Buff. I'm going to read the verdict right now. Photo finish, please stand by. Buff Guy pressed done 35 seconds earlier. Map result pending. No. I just read the chat. GKPunk said, GG, he's going to wave it. He's wishing Buff Guy good luck. That's going to do it. Buff Guy is going to be moving on.
Hey, GG's Buff, but also GG's to Punk too. Really well played.
So we're at the brackets now. Says Time Cube or Danny Buddha is in the finals, waiting for the winner of the losers bracket. It says Buff Guy beating GKPunk 3-1, going to be facing off against Time Cube. If Time Cube wins against Buff Guy, he's going to have a rematch against Danny Buddha. Time Cube just got knocked out by Danny Buddha, 4-6. Very close match. So there could be a possibility of a rematch between them, or Buff Guy can crawl his way out of the losers bracket and face Danny Buddha, I think for the first time. Guys, stick around. We're going to see what Buff Guy has to say.
Congratulations on the win, Buff Guy.
Thanks so much. I honestly, Punky, I know you just said, nah, I'm just bad at the game and I'm sick in the Discord, but I think he threw that because he's busy as fuck the next few days and he's sick. And that did not feel like Punky at all. Like, I felt like I should have gotten my ass cheeks clapped. Like, I don't know. But regardless, hey, a couple photo finishes and I took Mendoza? Come on, man.
No, there's no way that Punky threw. I definitely, sometimes the game just has you like feeling off, you know what I mean? Or like you just feel like you're getting trolled or having bad luck and stuff. And yeah, the fact that you guys had 3 photo finishes, I think speaks to that some outcomes were really close. And he did get 1 win on you too. So anything else that came down to a photo finish, like you guys are just really evenly matched. And he's been doing roulette for a long time and you've been doing roulette for a long time now. So I think this outcome actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it feels really good. I mean, Punky and I have a history. Punky beat me in the Providence Grand Finals, the first tournament of the Providence Herald thing with Betting for Fun and Fopper and
the Invitational. I remember I was part of that
one. Yeah. Well, Barb, you were part of it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So he beat me in the grand finals of that, and then he beat me in this tournament to send me to the LB. So he's still got a win over me. So I still got some redemption to do when it comes to Punky. But it feels really good. I'm super happy. I'm a little bit choked about that bullshit Haven rip. I'm so mad about that one. But
yeah,
if Tyson was 1 second behind where he was at that point, I would have been no problems. And then I probably would have been out around.
You almost got Stephen Bradley's body out of the way, but as soon as Tyson saw it, he took off. I say he was taking off faster than the old man in Whittleton Creek. He just turned into Sonic.
I've seen other players like have trouble with that at that point there too, and that's what's turned me off from practicing server lure, because I just don't think I could control that Stephen Bradley part, getting him before Tyson Williams sees him. But it was really unfortunate to see it go that way for you there. Always fun to see what the complications that Haven threw out, though.
Oh yeah, Haven's never gonna stop being a bitch, but I'll always love it. It'll always be one of my favorite maps. But I kind of fucked myself with that because I know better than to initiate the server lure later in the spin. I know go and do server immediately, isolate the targets, and then usually if you're doing server lure, it means all the disguises are down there, or 2 out of 3 are down there, and the kill methods are all down there, right?
So why would you do it in the beginning? It just gives you more time, a space between the targets?
Yeah, it puts Steven in a better area to where he's going to be down in the server a lot sooner because he starts in the gym, right? So if he runs from the gym to the server, he's way ahead of Tyson. Whereas if he's running from talking to CJ server, he's like right neck and neck with Tyson, and that's exactly where he was when I initiated the server lure. So that's because I got the fucking chef disguise. So I should have known better than that. That was totally a roulette brain moment on my part.
Dang. Yeah, I mean, if you had to do that spin differently, would you, or if you had to do that spin again, would you have stuck with the pool start, or would you have switched to Villa staff start?
I would have either done pool or waiter. I probably would have switched to waiter.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, grab chef right away and immediately go to the server, and I would have probably maybe got an extra minute to play with, meaning Steven would probably still be in a good spot to be way ahead of Tyson, and then I would have had him dead as the chef with the Villa guard in a box before Tyson even got to the stairs at that point. So
right.
Yeah,
So did that strike you pretty clearly as a server lure spin when you saw it?
Yeah, because Ludmilla fall with that disguise is total bullshit. Like Villa Guard, you have to go get one. I mean, you can lock her down and put her in that hut on the side there and do all that, and shoot her legs at the beginning if it's something easy like suit or Ludmilla's suit fall or whatever. But if you have a shitty disguise to kill her with a fall kill, you're pretty much forced to get her either in the server or at the Masura area at the 10-minute mark. Literally, I gotta wait to the fucking 10-minute mark just to get a fall kill on Ludmilla in an easy way, with that disguise. So, yeah, it was pretty. So, at that point, I'm looking at an 11, 20-minute spin, 11 minutes, 20 seconds to exit. And, I thought for sure if Punky sees this spin, he's gonna know it's server lure. So he's gonna be out at like 9 minutes.
Well, he actually didn't do the server lure.
I don't
want to
spoil anything about what he did, but it was pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Rewatch
the VOD for sure.
Well, I gotta learn something then. Maybe he's got a really sick strat for Ludmilla Fall because I need a new fucking strat.
It was definitely different.
It was unexpected.
Really?
It was unexpected
cool.
for sure.
That's badass.
Yeah. Definitely something
well,
to look forward to.
Makes you feel like you didn't throw it, Ben. That's good. Glad to hear.
About Paris, both of you started at the auction start, and I was thinking, I made a comment during the video that it looked like an obvious technician start just to get a fast kill on Victor. Why start auction instead of technician and do the fireworks?
Because Dahlia Vampire Magician is just anytime you see a Dahlia Vampire Magician combination, you almost always want to go auction because Victor is just chilling there. You can get him anytime you want. Dahlia is a little bit more of a pain in the ass. Yeah, you can get her with the fireworks, but how am I going to get drowning on Dahlia if I do the fireworks? She's not going to get sick till after the fireworks are done.
Right, because the fireworks override her being sick, don't they?
Exactly.
Same thing for Victor.
Same thing for Victor, yeah. So, and it pretty much stands like that. Anytime you do see Vampire Magician, it does depend on the spin, obviously, what it is for Victor. But with that one, I mean, it was pretty much cut and dry because you start auction, you do exactly what I did. You get the fucking kill on Dahlia, then you get right back downstairs. No dilly-daddling. Don't switch disguises because top right down there you can grab. And then Victor's just chilling, waiting to get isolated. And then the letter opener's right beside you in the next room with the tech crew. Like, it was a no-brainer. So I don't know.
Interesting.
Thought, but.
You guys were really close on that one. That one ended up being the first photo finish of the 3, which is crazy. After the third one, you must have been like, "Oh, there we go again, waiting again."
Yeah. The worst part was just not having any confirmation in the Discord. I'm looking at Discord to see what the fuck, who finished first. I want to know. And fucking like Punky took the Tango exit in Mendoza, so I'm sitting there waiting fucking 20 hours to just get some kind of confirmation on what the hell just happened. And
yeah, I want to mention Mendoza next because I could tell that you just weren't going to get what's her name? Dolly? No, not not I can't remember your handler's name. I'm trying to Diana. I want to keep saying Dahlia for some reason. But yeah, Diana was just walking for you. She didn't teleport at all. And Punky was going to get the dance. So you had to pull something a little bit of improv there.
That body shot had me so worried, dude, because you would stay that was like just to stake like 7 minutes of work or however long it was, like maybe not that long, but even still, just to stake it all on a body shot. And here's the thing, you may have been crouched when you took the shot, but you like immediately stood up and started running towards the guards. And I'm like, oh my god, if they see him before he escapes the radius, like they're gonna go instant combat. But it didn't happen, and it worked out beautifully for you. And that's probably what ended up allowing you to win the photo finish because Punk was so hot on your heels. Granted, he did have the Tango exit that he used, but that was probably the best thing he could have done. But that was just such a bold risk that you took at the end there. Like, did you feel like you really had no other option?
Yeah, I mean, you're going against Punk. I mean, he's one of the best players in the world. Like, there's no time to fuck around. Like, I didn't have time to wait for Dahlia. Now you got me fucking saying it, Joats. I didn't have time to wait for Dahlia. I don't know, whatever. Her name's Dahlia now.
They both start with D's.
Dahlia Margolis. No, wait. Dahlia Burnwood. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh my god, dude! Nezuko had us calling Silvio Caruso and Rico Delgado. Like we had them mixed up the other day in a cast
Rico
too.
Caruso.
Yeah,
That was
it's
cracking
Pretty
me
cool
up.
name. It's a nice name.
it's crazy. All targets are just blending together at this point. It's happening. It started with Gordy, and now it's happening to all of us.
Yeah, with Sierra. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, with the body shot thing, I've practiced that a lot, and I think I've never ripped on it yet. That's the only exit I like to take on Mendoza because it actually functions properly, and it's not that far away from everything else. Granted, it is bullshit because you either have to go up the long way, which is you might as well run to the default exit or something, or you have to do that body shot thing if you're in a trespassing disguise, which I was. So had to do that, get up there. I think what it is that when you shoot and stand up, his view cone is just out of reach of where I'm positioned when I take that shot, because I've never ripped on it, and I'm convinced that that's the reason for it. So but I just don't think that he can see you until you're already out of the area where there could be an extended illegal action, and then you go a little more further, and then you're out of the area where the panic could potentially be a bad thing. So it's pretty solid. I've never fucked it up before, so.
Well, it is roulette, and so and it is a hitman. So there's a first time for everything, right? I saw some commentary in the Discord earlier that was like, that's never happened in practice before. It's like famous like last words.
I love saying nothing can go wrong all the time when I'm casting.
Yeah, I practiced it 100 times, dude. Like it's so solid. It's consistent as AF.
Yeah, consistent as AF, man.
One last thing for Mendoza before I ask you a little bit about Isle of SGAIL. Mendoza, I think you had a little bit of trouble in the bathroom, or there was a lot of people in the bathroom. Was that unexpected, or that practice? Did that go smooth? Were you
I dropped the stupid ass medic device. So what happened was I bumped Tamara, and then her guard stopped as well, which doesn't usually happen. He usually keeps going. So that was just a hitman being hitman, random bullshit moment, because I dropped the thing next to her, hoping to just get her sick, and her guard decided to randomly stop walking, so he got sick too. And then I had to deal with all three of the dudes that are already in there. So I had to, be smart about it. Take out the bodyguard, switch into his clothes, and then just prank everybody else and kill Tamara, and worked out okay. So,
yeah, that's always a bit of an interesting pinch point in a Mendoza spin, I feel, is when you have like a whole bunch of people moving through that bathroom, and depending on what your loadout is, or if you have like a live kill, it can be interesting in there sometimes. But you made it look pretty easy. So yeah, well
thanks,
done,
man. Yeah, I hate Mendoza. Don't get me wrong; it's a piece of shit map, but I play it a lot because everybody likes to pick it against me, and so I got to be prepared.
I wonder why. It's just gonna start saying my favorite map is the one that I hate. I know you secretly like Mendoza.
Yeah, we actually made that observation that Punk picked it against you, no doubt, as a tactical pick, because you're so vocally on record as being an unenjoyer of Mendoza as far as roulette's concerned. It's like, that's totally why he took him here to battle with him.
Oh, I agree with it, honestly. Like I was like, why the fuck you gotta pick these shitty maps against me? But in my head, I'm like, this is a good choice. Like Punky knows what the fuck he's doing. He's a smart fucking guy. So
yeah.
But yeah, he definitely got in my head with that pick. But it's funny because with Punk and I, we choose a map that we think we're gonna kill each other on, and it's always the opposite. We kill each other on the map that each other chose. So it's just like a trend that's been happening the last 3 times we've had a match together. We're like, I'll pick the map I know you suck at. What did I pick last time? Chongqing, I picked China. So I'm like, yeah, he's got no wins on China. That should be all right. I'm pretty good at China. I just sucked so much ass that night at China, and he didn't rip once. He played perfectly. Like it was just a freaking slaughter. And then in Marrakesh, the map that he picked against me last time, I don't know, I was pretty much done the spin by the time he was done planning. So it was like a complete switch. And the same thing with this one this time. He killed me in Haven, and I got him in Mendoza.
Mm.
Yeah, funny.
It's good. It makes for good roulette meta drama, and
Yeah, man.
some additional interest and intrigue for like the in between of the matches.
Hell yeah, rivalries are fun, man. Great. Like, what did Joats? You said he had something about SGAIL.
Yeah, SGAIL. We can move on to that. SGAIL. What's
I mean, if you're done with Mendoza, yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty much done with Mendoza. Throw it in the trash.
Yeah, fuck that.
No complaints from Buff about that.
SGAIL, we
Yeah.
saw you do the remote fall kill, which was pretty awesome. I don't see that often starting Chapel. Was that the first thing that popped through your head? Is that fall kill, or did you have any other one that you were thinking of?
Well, I was first thing that popped in my head was fuck. I forgot the broadsword.
Yeah,
And then,
you did replay it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I'll just get the broadsword from the keep. No, I'm not. What the fuck? It's initiate. Hell no, I'm not getting the broadsword from the keep. So what happened was I screwed myself a lot with that one. But as soon as I got back into the replan thing, I was like, oh shit, that's when I realized I can just vote falling object kill. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just do that because I can set up Zoe easily. Place the bomb before she even gets in the room so I can save myself a little more time, then KO her guard and her, get upstairs and
You were able to make it just in time for Sophia. Like, it was perfectly timed, like an amazing run.
You know what it was though? You know what actually gave me the win? It was Hitman RNG bullshit, but it was in favor of me this time because I got her guard. When does that ever fucking happen? That saved my ass so bad.
Yeah, that never. We pointed that out because you and Punk were roughly at the same, like, in real time. You were both like heading into the room to do the radio lure, like just a few seconds apart from each other, and for some reason, Sophia's guard came in with her for you, whereas for Buff or for Punk, she behaves as normally, where she does, she just comes in by herself and her guard goes off and does whatever. Any idea why he came in for you and how exactly? Can you explain again, like how that just gave you an advantage?
Oh, the first of all, I have no fucking idea how he came in.
Total randomness.
It's complete random bullshit. I've seen other players do it. Like I was hoping it was a timing thing, so I've literally sat there and reloaded saves for 4 or 5 tries in a row before, just to see if I can time it perfectly at the exact same time spot, at the exact same position that Sophia's standing, all that shit. Nope, only works when it wants to. So her guard just comes in whenever the hell he decides to. It's completely RNG, as far as I can tell. But it saved my ass because getting her guard means I had a disguise to get down to the event staff guy immediately and deal with him, detonate the bomb, and exit with the guard disguise. It was super perfect, but if I didn't do that, I would have had to peekaboo an architect, box him, and then get him later. And then I would have had to be extra super careful going through the guard area where the exit was, because those guys can rip you pretty easily, right? Because that's an illegal spot to be in as architect. So at that point, I'm probably losing a good minute-ish if I didn't have her guard come in. So, and I think we only had a photo finish of like 35 seconds. So it would have been really, really close if I didn't get super lucky. He probably would have taken it if I didn't get that guard. I don't know. Well, I have to watch the VOD back to see for sure. But
I mean, he definitely did have to go out and peekaboo the architect. And I kind of forget what exactly he did from there. But yeah, he did have to peekaboo that disguise to get out of there. And
I don't think it was too close on that one. You had an advantage on him leaving even after a restart, which even gave you more time. I think he waived it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did waive the last one, and he waived Paris as well. So I would have told you that if the admin did calculate it, it would have gave you more of a time advantage because he didn't restart and you did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, his loads are really quick too, so... although he doesn't load in, I don't think, before before each spin, does he? Does he just? I think he sits on planning and just waits. Right?
I mean,
He sits
No,
on
he-
he sits on planning and waits.
yeah, he sits on planning, but sometimes there's that quick, just immediate replan or reload.
He-
Just because you forget to smuggle something.
he's
somewhere,
asking if
you
he
know?
like pre-buffs the map or something like that.
Yeah. Preloads the map.
Oh no, I mean, I don't know, not to my knowledge.
Yeah, he just has
Yeah.
fast times. You have like we looked at the calculations. You have like a 22-second load time, and he has like a 12-second load time.
Mhm.
Yes, yeah, he can't be preloading if that's the case. 12 seconds on PC is long, so yeah, he's playing it smart. He's taking the extra time, the extra loading time. Maybe those extra few seconds can make it so that you are able to plan a little further into your strat on that loading screen, which isn't even part of it's not even a factor in photo finish. So
Right, but you can still be. I see what you're saying. You can use that kind of time just to like kind of be walking yourself through like what you're going to be doing, like the beats of the spin and how you're moving through,
yeah,
grabbing
So Punky's-
disguises, whatever.
So yeah, exactly. So I mean, if you're on PC and you're going against a console player, you probably don't want to preload just to give yourself a few extra seconds of photo finish time. And I think Punky does that, and he's super smart for doing it. It's a really good strat. But
3 close maps: Paris, Isle of Scale, and Mendoza ended up in photo finishes. And you played great. You took it. We're gonna see you play against Time Cube next, who lost against Danny Buddha 4-6. Are you worried at all?
I beat him in group stages, but it was 4-2. He killed me in Miami. So, and I can't ban Miami, so because I already banned it against Yanni. So it's yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I'm nervous because fighting really, really good rookies is a lot harder than fighting somebody that's like a multi-time roulette champion, because you have no fucking clue what they're good at and what their faults are. It's Time Cube is brand spanking new, and he's demonstrating that he's on a level. He's on the same level Danny was last year. He's like such an incredibly talented player, and I have no idea what the fuck to expect with the guy. So it's gonna be it's gonna be intense. That's definitely probably gonna be the hardest match in. Well, I mean, there's been a lot of fucking hard matches, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if he's on point that day. There's a good chance he's probably going to take it because he's so strong, and he played really well against Danny. So, look, everybody knows how good Danny is. For reference, you can see how good he is there. And he also took Punk down to the LB after I got sent to the LB by Punk. So
Mhm.
there's that too. So,
Yeah, this whole his presence in this like tournament has been a whole like a complication of its own. It's like compete in RRWC with this rookie named the Time Cube,
Yeah.
who's like changing up the brackets and just like no one can quite know what to expect from him other than a rough time.
Yeah,
No.
he's really good. I want to practice with the guy to see how he practices, so I can pick up a
Oh,
thing or
yeah,
two, man.
Me too. He could probably give pointers out to everybody. He's fucking insanely good player, man. I've watched every match he's played just to study him, and he doesn't really make mistakes. A lot of the time that I've seen him struggle with something, it's just like little tiny details where not really much he could have done to evade that. You know what I mean? Like the game is just deciding to do some random shit, and
Mhm.
he's getting fucked by it. But for the most part, he plays pretty much perfectly every time, and he's a scary opponent, man. You can't like little things like when I threw my crowbar at the tech crew in Paris today versus Puck. I said, "Fuck, I'm not picking that up. I'm just gonna run, kill Vicky, and get the hell. I'm not switching disguises. I'm just as much time as I could possibly save as possible, without potentially screwing myself. I'm gonna cut all these corners if I have to. 'Cause you have to shut off every second counts when you're this far into the tournament, because everybody's just on steroids over here. So it's gonna be just like that with Time Cube. You got to shave off every millisecond of time, and he can't dilly daddle at all. It'll be interesting.
Well, thank
Yeah,
you.
well said.
Yeah, thank you for post-match interview. I think that's gonna about do it. We're gonna let you go, and I'm gonna go. I need to get up.
Same.
Yeah,
Same.
I'm gonna get back to my stream, maybe have a bite. But yeah, thanks for the interview, guys.
So-
That was cool of you to bring me in.
Yeah, you're
For sure, dude. Appreciate your time.
You're staying on, right, buff guy?
Yeah, I'll stay on for a bit.
I'm just gonna go ahead
Probably,
and send everybody over to your stream then.
No,
Cool,
let's
man.
raid Amaranth.
Oh yeah, right. She's on. Sorry, buff.
Sorry, Buff. Get wrecked.
You don't have tits, man.
I know Bard's favorite streamer now. I know where his Twitch primes be going.
Busted.